We are
live.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. I'm trying to go back to the thing. I'm gonna go share. I'll share it in the groups right now.
Cool. All right, there it is.
2 people. Yo, everyone.
Hey, what's going on, Cam? What's up, Brenda?
Brenda, she's on fire. Mm-hmm. She's cool. Thank you, Brenda, for always hopping on, showing love, and always, just showing love, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy Manuel is in the chat.
Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy? What's going on?
Dude, his wife Thanksgiving Day put the foot down and said he couldn't work. And suddenly, before I knew it, Jeremy started popping up in my AMs, sending me stupid pictures and memes and links to things. I haven't talked to that guy in a month because he's been working.
I know he's probably doing crazy numbers for. He did crazy numbers for Cyber Money on FBA.
Sure, for shoes.
Yeah.
Poppy Gringo Young. Thought you had strep throat, man. Get back in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody that's hopping on, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Thirsty for some thumbs up and
thirsty for some thumbs up.
Yeah. I was like,
I mean, hey, that's your new tagline. We're just going to start making pictures with RJ. Thirsty for thumbs up, guys. Let's start turning RJ into a meme with all the thirsty for thumbs up. Exactly.
The thumb's going to have water coming out of it, and then tongue like that.
Little eggplant emoji.
Oh, I set myself up.
Yazid's in the chat. Hey, what's up, Red? Do me a favor, guys. If you haven't already, I won't let him delete it, Yazid. I'll patrol that. Do me a favor, if you can, share this in the groups. Let people know that we're live. Makes it easier for us to actually talk to you guys and not have to go back and forth with Facebook and start our show off all stupid. Ron Watt is in the chat. So is Dave Kadoff. Show's starting off well. What's up, Maryland?
Where's it at? Okay, I see it right now. Let me post it in the big group real fast.
Amy Alicia Springer's in the chat. Rockstar. Talk about somebody that's crushing it right now.
Oh my god.
What'd you break?
Nothing. I'm trying to put something there. It is.
We really need an intern to start this thing. Hey, what's up, Cassie? Joseph Gallegos in the house. Those Amber.
Joseph's been.
Yeah, Joseph's been crushing too. I'm so proud of that guy, man. That guy right there is proof that I don't want to hear any excuses.
Yeah, he's earning and
working every free moment he has on his account with 4 kids, 2 babies.
Yeah, and not only that too. Every morning he's networking with us and communicating with us and stuff in the morning. I see him in the morning and then just hop in, and then it just shows love, man. It's no negativity from him at all. We need to get him on. For sure. That'll be a good one to get on in December.
He said December. He wanted to wait until Q4 was handled, which I appreciate.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we got 55 people live right now. You about ready to start? You all done?
Yeah, we got 55 people live. Got that one thumbs down. I think it's just that one person that just comes on. Oh, it's RJ. Boom.
Thumbs down. I hope so. It was probably honestly, it was probably Jeremy.
Let me just post this on the social media real fast.
Yeah, go for it. Bay Boy Bassin sold my first Christmas t-shirt today.
Nice. Good job. Anybody else on here that's new? If you guys are new on here, just watching it for the first time, go ahead and say hi in the chat.
Oh, we got our second thumbs down.
It's all your fault.
Probably.
I think you're better than everybody.
Hey, man.
No, guys. So I'm not sure what episode this is, but we're up there. So I need to actually go back and start.
Honestly, why don't we just start? Why don't we just start in January and just start it this is episode 1. Seriously, it's ridiculous.
No, but we've been putting in some work, so we can't take that from us, you know.
Oh,
So we've been putting in some
through,
work.
Whatever, you're just gonna outsource it. Get a VA to go through and do it.
Better start counting, huh? Nah, but we're up there. So we're up there with the episodes. I'm not sure what it is, but we do need to go back and see where we're at. Like if we passed episode 50 already, like we need to do some type of giveaway or something like that, or some like call or one-on-one call, coaching call or something like that, or 2v1 coaching call, me and Matt versus the whatever.
I say we get a Lamborghini.
Oh God. Nah, that's a lot of things too. Like,
Malik has a good point right now. We should reset the episodes like Merch reset our ASINs.
Damn.
Spit and fire to start it.
What kind of gum am I chewing? I don't know. One of my not one of my this girl that I went on at the movie date with, she gave me one.
Oh. Holla at your boy.
That's why I've been using that line too, right there, man. Holla at your boy. All right, guys. If you guys, I kind of missed Matt a little bit. He bailed out on me when I did
bailed out on you
on Cyber Monday. He was out there in Alaska. He left me hanging. I had to do I had the most people ever come on live. I had over like 147 people that came on, and I didn't feel like I accomplished anything without Matt there.
Nothing like a fire to get people's attention.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, all kinds of people came on, and I didn't expect that to happen, but I felt bad because Matt wasn't there with me, so I didn't feel like I accomplished anything. But it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Pretty exciting to have that many people on. It just kind of shows that there's like people that are following this from last year to like this year. They're crushing it. Like they're averaging. Before they were doing like 1-2 sales a day. Now they're crushing like 30 to 40 sales a day, and then some of them are even up there to 70, 80 a day. Like
dude, the hustling hippie, Steve, he showed me a screenshot of his dashboard yesterday. Like we started talking like 6 months ago, maybe a little bit less than that, and just gave him a couple of pointers, not very much, and he's crushing it right now. Like the people that are willing to work on their business, it's huge.
Yeah, because I remember that guy Steve. I never knew who he was until you actually introduced me to him. You said he's a real cool guy, and then I see him in the group all the time, just like, you know what I mean, put his input in and like his thoughts and stuff like that. So very, very cool guy. But yeah, how was Alaska? So let's just start off like that. How's Alaska?
Good, man. It was cool. Like it was the first time I've had in like almost a year where I didn't have distractions. Like I could just focus on our business and work. Like we went up there for vacation and we worked probably 70% of the time. It was vacation 30% of the time, and it was freaking awesome. Like we left and we're like, we want to go back. I'd rather go back and do that. So it's just nice to have that situation where there's not a lot of distractions. You don't have outside people calling you to go do something or go out, or you know what I mean, and just focus on your business. And it paid off. Like,
who'd you go visit?
We went to go visit Josh Brown, the guy that does the Merch After Darks.
Yeah. Okay. And then also too, because I know that Josh does actually have like some type of printing machines for shirts, right?
Yeah, he has a full setup. So Josh does all his own printing. Yeah, so it was cool to be able to actually see like shirts get printed right in front of you, see the process, everything else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And how was the weather out there? Because I remember we talked and I was like,
the first night we get into Alaska, it's like it's below freezing. I don't remember exactly what it was, and we take an Uber over to Josh's house. And Erin was wearing Converse on the plane because she just wanted to be comfortable or whatever. So we get to Josh's house, and his brother and his friend are out kind of in front of his house at his friend's house, and they're sitting by a campfire. And Erin steps out like right into the snow. Like her feet are like soaked from the snow, everything else. But overall, weather wasn't bad. Like it was below freezing for most of it, but you get used to it. Like just throw on a jacket.
Yeah, you because I had a story on Instagram. I was in LA. And he replied, I was like, I seen you reply. You replied, it was like completely opposite. It was like
RJ sends me RJ's got a picture of him out in like Santa Monica, like no clouds in the skies, palm trees, whatever. And I send him a picture and it's just snow and ice.
Nah. And then also you had you seen a picture of you barbecuing ribs with like cardboard over the barbecue.
Yeah, it was like
that.
17 degrees outside, and so we were trying to do what we could to keep the smoker insulated. So like we were just trying to put a thin layer on the outside to keep everything warm because it was losing so much heat from the outside that it was going to fuck up cooking the ribs. So everything worked out though. Looks super white trash though, just surrounded by cardboard.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think Alaska. The first thing I think of Alaska is just cold. That's it. So were you how were you doing with like how would you do like what would you how would I say this, like
spit it out,
like what did you learn like you're traveling, like you literally like the most busiest like week of the year, and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to Alaska, bye. That's what you did, kind of.
Literally the best thing we could have done, man. Like, so we spent the entire week before, the busiest shopping period of the year, and we had no distractions. We were sitting with somebody else that's like in the business, in the trenches, working really hard, just bouncing ideas back and forth. It was like a week-long mastermind, like super intensive mastermind.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like everybody on here, like if you really want to level up what you're doing, you can't do it by yourself. Like you need to have a circle of friends or circle of acquaintances that you can talk about this stuff and be open with and show them your stuff and have them show you your stuff and see what's working, what's not working, compare notes. And if you can do it in person, it's way more powerful.
Yeah.
Like it's just because there's no lag, there's no delay. Like everything's right in front of you. Like literally I would take my laptop, turn it to him and go, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this? Like we had so many good ideas up there. Like I can't even begin to describe it.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like you guys can't be, I know, like, because we're very like kind of like almost in a way we're competing against each other. But once you get to that level, you understand that if we communicate with each other and help each other, it's easier. And then you just grow from there. Like you just keep on growing, and then that's amazing. That's another thing too. So I don't know. Like you really don't understand.
This is why we keep telling RJ he needs to move out of Banning. You come to Orange County. Anthony's going to be out here in February. Like,
no, I've been thinking about it a lot too.
It's a good situation to be in, man. Like, there's a lot of people that are going to be out in that area. Like, a couple people too.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's. We actually skipped the last 7 days. Let's get into that. You want to do that?
Yeah, I think I have it open. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Okay, so last 7 days, 493 shirts sold at $1,187.43.
Nice. Last 7 days, 311 shirts sold for $924.24.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've got a Christmas shirt right now that's crushing. So
popping off.
What's it called? We might as well get in. It's a good segue. So the whole ASIN changeover on Cyber Monday, I think actually probably benefited me a lot with that shirt because I was going from like page 2 to page 3 of like a couple of really big Christmas terms, and now I'm on page 1 of everything. But I also ran ads continuously through Cyber Monday, and I pumped my budget up to make sure that shirt was getting shown through the whole time. I think it sold like 40 times on Cyber Monday.
So there's a reason why my numbers are so like high and the royalties are so down, like pretty low. The reason being is because I tested something. And I tested a saying, and I fled to the actual niche. And just used different illustrations, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And I was like, wow, okay. And it started killing it. So, okay, you guys know with my strategy, a lot of people are not a big fan of it. I have my pricing real low, and then when we get closer, I'll bump it up. But pretty much,
I thought your strategy was just to steal people's designs and copy them pixel for pixel.
Yeah. Something like that.
That's what somebody said on one of my, like, literally in our Facebook group the other day. Like, yeah, no, Merch Elephant, he just teaches people to copy designs. Cool.
And then, I don't know.
Whatever, man. I'm not going to bitch about it, but it's like, you guys all want everything. Like, these people want everything for free, and then they're going to bitch. Yeah.
For sure. No, I get what you're saying. Like, remember I told you I was driving on the way home, and I was, like, literally down the street, and then I get some person comment, like, he still didn't answer how much profit he did on his AMS. Like, motherfucker, once you on your last YouTube video I made about AMS and the amount I spent and the sales I got, like, he was literally like still wondering. He still didn't mention how much he made in profit. Well, fucking figure it out yourself, right? Exactly. It's like that simple. And if you have a problem with it, like, just I don't even know why you comment like that. Just read the other comments. I actually answer in the comments. So,
all right, enough negativity. Let's move on.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have my own kind of theory about why the ASINs disappeared. I talked about it in Slack with some other people. Personally, I think that it probably wasn't merch that made the decision to change it on Cyber Monday, because that seems like it would be a really bad decision. People have to realize Amazon has a lot of different silos, a lot of different divisions that handle different things, and merch probably doesn't have any control over the catalog, what the ASINs look like, how they're structured, anything else. They have a whole other team that does anything that has to do with the catalog and how it's actually set up on the website. And I kind of think that based on what happened last year with Cyber Monday and Amazon crashing, and then the way that they changed around the ASIN structure at the beginning of this year, in January, I think it was related to that. I wouldn't surprise me at all if merch and the number of ASINs that we had out there for all the merch shirts caused the problems on Cyber Monday last year, which is why they did what they did now. So you have two ways of looking at it, right? You can look at it as, obviously it fucking sucks if you had some stuff out there that was doing really well. It was an asset that you invested time and money and it was consistently bringing money. That sucks. I get it. But there's a huge opportunity right now, because guess what? It's really hard to rank against shirts that have 19, 20 reviews, right? It was a blank slate on Cyber Monday. When all those shirts got wiped and moved over to new ASINs, you had your opportunity to step in right there, and you still have your opportunity right now, quite frankly. Put some shirts up. Attack some niches, spend some money on AMS, get your stuff to rank. And because I'll be honest with you, man, there's stuff out there that had designs that it was garbage. But because they were the only thing out there for a really long time and they had a bunch of reviews, they were always going to rank above other shirts. Now you have better quality shirts, get them in there.
Dude, I have some shitty shirts that are making sales. I'm like, dude, where did you even come from? I forgot about you.
Yeah. That happens every fourth quarter though. The most random stuff sells because there's so much traffic on the site.
So also too, we're in Vegas and they actually brought this up too, right? About the catalog part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they did so it's a whole different,
completely different part. Merch has nothing to do with it. So I know everybody's pissed at merch and everything else. I don't think merch had anything to do with it. If anything, merch was probably fighting as hard as they could to have people continue to keep those up as long as possible, because they're going to bring in money.
Yeah.
So whatever. I mean, I have no idea. I have not talked to anybody. I haven't talked to anybody that would know. But that makes more sense to me than merch just suddenly deciding before the biggest retail day of the entire year to wipe out all those shirts.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Now, how was your? I'm pretty sure because everybody hasn't heard from you since what, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And if they've been following me, I was on Merch Minds yesterday. So how was your Black Friday, and then how was your Cyber Monday?
Black Friday was good. It was really good on Etsy. Black Friday was good. I think we did we did 60 shirts on Black Friday. Nice. Cyber Monday, Black Friday we did 60 on Amazon, and we did 30 orders on Etsy, but it was probably 50 shirts. We had a bunch of multiples. And then on Cyber Monday, we did 75 on Amazon, and we did 40 something on Etsy. Nice. So it was strong. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My Friday, I did 78 shirts sold. I'm not sure how many you did on Etsy, but it was a really good day. I was at the Laker game that day.
I saw that.
Yeah, I actually on Etsy, it was pretty interesting, guys. So if you guys have, I talked about this on Merch Minds, but literally when I checked into the Airbnb, I had a whole volleyball team that ordered shirts for me, and as soon as I checked in, it's that whole order just paid for my whole Airbnb and the food before I even, you know what I mean, the food when I went to go eat before I watched the game. It's just that mindset, you know what I mean? You're just on a go, and then that's what me and Matt been talking about lately too. Just we need to keep on go, just go. So we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow no matter what. We have no choice but to grow. So I don't know, man. That's something cool to think about too. Just I check into the Airbnb, boom, $200 profit sale, $150 profit sale right on Etsy. But not only that, I was already over $100 profit for the day. But just one sale just paid for everything, kind of. And and then on Cyber Monday, I kind of messed up. On Etsy, Matt actually hit me up about that. I didn't run the sale, so I really didn't have too many orders. but that whole
Yeah,
weekend
so
was
let's get into that a little bit, just because if you're not on Etsy, you probably wouldn't understand. Etsy fucked up massively on Cyber Monday too. They set up a thing where they were trying to compete with Amazon, so they had like a week-long sale, kind of like Amazon did. It was their Etsy Cyber Sale or whatever, like for the week, and it was supposed to run through Cyber Monday. But if you didn't pay attention, they kind of pre-filled in the dates for you on the sale, and the sale ended the day before Cyber Monday. So if you weren't paying attention, like you woke up the next morning and you had no sale running when everybody else was running sales. And it's really hard to catch up because like Etsy's kind of like Amazon. Like if you have something that sells, it like continues to go up the rankings. But if you have something that's not selling, everybody else has stuff selling, like your stuff just plummets. It goes down really, really quickly. It's hard to recover from.
Yeah, for sure. And then another thing though too, like I was making a few sales. I was selling shirts for like $33. I was like, oh no, who's buying this? Like I didn't want, like I felt bad for the customer buying a $33 shirt, but you know what I mean? I was like, oh, well, I'm not complaining, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited about what we have going on with Etsy right now. I'm actually more excited for our second store than I am for our first store. Our second store is going to crush once it's fully up and running. Like it's doing well right now, and it doesn't have very much in it.
Nice. But yeah, that goes back to like for us, like we've been in the game. We have, like I said, we had like a few shirts. I had a few shirts on Cyber Monday that were actually like just wiped out and switched over to the new URL or the new ASIN.
ASIN, yep.
I had over 11 reviews, and that was gone. And that previous day, it sold about 8 or 10 shirts the previous day. So on Cyber Monday, I was expecting for that shirt to do at least 15, 20 in one day at $19.99. And then I wake up, no sales at all. There's a few people we know that their best sellers they're gone. They're completely wiped out. They're like barely making any sales. Like I don't even think they've sold yet for some of them. But
I had the number one shirt for Pride Month this year, which consistently sells every single day, a couple copies, and that hasn't sold since. I had a couple of really good football shirts too that were selling right up, like multiple copies every single day right up to that, and they haven't sold since either. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
But also then that's why we learn how to do like Etsy, and then we learn how to like just do other things. You know what I mean?
It's a gift and the curse, man. Like, so yeah, it sucks, right? Like, but we can sit around and we can bitch about that, or we can do something about it.
Exactly. Like, that's what makes us like bet. Like that's what makes us like who we are.
Everybody needs to like. This is business. Like I was thinking about this the other day too. Like everybody's like freaking out about it, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong. Like I was not happy to wake up, but think about if you're doing private label and somebody steps in and they create the exact same products as you and start selling on Amazon for a cheaper price or whatever, right? Or Amazon steps in on your listing and they start creating the stuff and they start selling it. It's just part of the business. This is part of what. Yes, just because Amazon is handling our fulfillment and stuff, like I understand it's a little bit different, but you have to think about this as a business. It's not a gift. Like you're going to have to deal with obstacles. You're going to have to deal with freaking, things that go wrong. Cyber Monday, not the best day for that to happen. Trust me, I get it. But you have to flip that mindset. You have to like immediately when that went down, I was like, this is such a huge opportunity because like, especially for like holidays like St. Patrick's Day that have a lot of shirts that have a lot of reviews and that kind of stuff. Like it's really hard to break into some of those niches. Like there was a shirt last year that was selling that had like 10 reviews, was stuck at like $21.99 for the entire month. And it was selling like 10 units a day. And I couldn't rank against that shirt, no matter how much AMS I was running against it, like everything. My shirt was better in my opinion. Like now you have a blank slate. You have an opportunity to make a lot more money because everything is wide open.
Yeah, for sure. But honestly too, like this is gonna make us better. I love the comeback. Like honestly, that's like one of my most favorite things to do, and it's just gonna make you smarter overall. Like if you look at don't look at it as like a negative thing. Kind of look at it as like you're growing, because you can't let that affect you, because if you're growing, that's not gonna affect you at all.
Yeah. So I'm going to address a comment really quick in the chat. Somebody's asking, when you give your 7-day sales, can you give your ad cost for the week? I'll never give my ad cost for the week, mostly because honestly, in fact, right now I'm not spending any money on AMS. I actually shut all of my AMS off because I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'm not fronting. Like I've shared weeks where we've had like 100 sales. There's nothing to hide. Like my ad cost doesn't matter. If you don't like it, like you guys don't have to watch.
Yeah, I think
I'm here to make money, and we're here to have a good time and help people out. But I'm not fronting. Like I'm not making, $1 million a month or something like that and riding around in Lamborghinis. Like there's a reason this is called Real Talk.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, I get what you're saying too. Like another thing though too, like if we're not doing what we're saying we're doing, we wouldn't be on like I said, I got to go back and put the episode numbers in there. That goes back to that too. You know what I mean? It's like why would we keep on doing this every single Wednesday? I ate French, like literally, I ate French toast this morning. Man, I'm so tired still today. I'm still tired right now after I ate that, but I'm just like we wouldn't be spending the time if we're not accomplishing things right now. Like I don't know, but it's fun. Like I said, like that comeback, that bounce back is one of the most important things. Like if you guys learn how to enjoy that and learn from that, it's
all about that mindset. Like number one problem that most people have in March or any business, like you guys have a mindset that limits the growth that you can have. Like you need to flip that fucking switch, change your mindset. Like you need to aim bigger. Because you aim bigger and you miss, you still made a lot more happen than you would if you like hadn't been doing that. Like Amy Elisa, she posted the other day, like she'd hit 100 sales in a day for the first time ever, right? Which is huge. Like that's so awesome. And I responded, I was like, now you need to figure out how you can do 10 times that. I said, because I know somebody that's doing 10 times that number. It's possible. And if he can do it, we can too.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like we watch that every single day, and like we see people that are just killing it and crushing it. And that's another thing. Like go back to that too as well. At the very beginning, so Amy, what was she doing? Amy, you're in the chat. You're watching this. How many sales a day were you doing around this time? Like,
yeah, that's a good question actually. Yeah, drop it in the chat what you were doing last year because I know you came on the platform right around then.
Yeah, like she literally came on and like just started like watching us, and then she just grew from there. Now she's doing her own thing. I think she has like 2 shows a week, and she's just crushing things. And she was like literally, I'm pretty sure she was doing like 5 or 10 a day in sales, but then she learned and grew, and I think she's like making her own illustrations and all that stuff now. So
and raising a family, running the house, like all that stuff. Yeah.
Now she's just taking names and shit. Now, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat box, and we'll go ahead and get to them. So I think Young said that he thinks that they throttled us, so we're talking about that.
Do you think they throttled us?
Okay, so he brought up one thing.
Okay. Spit it.
There was one day that I did, like they kind of seemed like they released the floodgates. I did like 78 shirts sold on one day.
Yeah.
And it was just out of nowhere. It was like literally, I think maybe at the beginning of this month, and I was selling just random shirts, like 4 or 5 of each. And yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm like, dude, what's going on? And then Young calls me. He's like, hey, I'm already like at 40, 50 sales today. And it's weird. He's like, this usually never happens, you know? So Amy dropped it right there in the chat. 490 shirts, yeah. And he's like, usually it never happens. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird today. It's kind of because I was selling like 4 or 5 or 6 shirts of like each list, like each design, and it was just random shirts. I'm just like, So that kind of brought up a point. Like he said, like they released the floodgates. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, how did you do that day? Did you have a day that you did 40 or 50 shirts sold in one day, and then it just kind of just flatlined again?
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Like they said, they're not going to throttle us by having things removed from search because they understand that it broke things last year. Amazon's still like everybody needs to understand the customer is number one when it comes to Amazon. Like they are not going to try and sell things when they think that they can't have the ability to meet those fulfillment goals they have to make sure that people have a good experience. So they're not throttling us like they were last year, but they're going to change delivery times. They're going to make things that show up unavailable, like in sizes or whatever, if they're popular sizes. And they were doing that last year too. The customer is number one. Like the customer, then Amazon, then us. Like that's the hierarchy. And this gets into like another subject that's kind of been like a pet peeve of mine, but like merch is great. It is. It's a great way to make money. Like honest to God truth, like I have worked less than 5% of the time this month on my merch business. It's been all Etsy. We're going to make a little bit over $3,000 this month for doing nothing. That's a pretty awesome opportunity.
Yeah.
The opportunity with merch is it's a great training ground for understanding how e-commerce works, and you can decide that you want to build a business on top of it. Kind of. I think it's a good cash flow thing. But I really think it's a great stepping stone for bigger and better. Go to Etsy, go to Shopify, build a brand, build things that you can control. Like if Cyber Monday didn't wake people up to the fact that like your entire business is in Amazon's hands and you need to start thinking about how you're going to Amazon proof your business, like you should really start thinking about that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Everybody that's hopping in, we have 98 people watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys can share it, appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and get some questions in right now. We have her name was it Freezing Teacher? Well, let's go back to Amy real fast. She is, you go ahead, want to read that off, Matt?
Amy's numbers?
Yeah, her numbers.
Okay, so last November, Amy did 490 shirts sold. This November, the month's not even over yet, and she's at 1457. So she's almost 3x'd the number of shirts she did between last year and this year.
That's pretty solid right there. But like that's another thing though too. Like a lot of people are coming in here, and you can tell they're newbies because they're asking like weird questions. Like that took some time. Like that took like she's probably doing it like 6 days a week. You know what I mean? And she's been grinding and like it took hours. You know what I mean? Like hours to actually put up numbers like that. I'm pretty sure it's not just that didn't just happen. Just
it wasn't magic.
I'm gonna take this month off and I'll work the next month. No, I'm pretty sure she was grinding every single month, every single day, every single hour, and well, not every single hour, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, Matt, do you do coaching?
I don't.
What's the best way to learn from you?
Watch my videos. It's probably the best way. I interact a decent amount on the Facebook groups, but especially right now, like Q4 is definitely not the time to like ask about coaching. It's just there's no time. I work full time. I own my own business, and then I work full time when I come home and work on our other businesses. I don't know. I might do some coaching down the road, I guess, because I do enjoy helping people out. Yeah. But not right now.
Yeah, guys, that's another thing too. We actually focus a lot on our business in fourth quarter, so we're actually like grinding. We're trying to scale everything up. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to get to that next level too. Because if we get to that next level, we're obviously going to push out more content, and that's a big thing for us too. Is how we like me and Matt actually enjoy helping people, but then we get those smart ass people that like to leave like rude comments sometimes, and we have to come at them pretty strong because we got to let the motherfuckers recognize. You know what I mean? You can't just come in here and just like run over us. We've been out here.
I'll say like honestly, man, like 99% of the people that we interact with in the communities they're awesome. Like the people that are here in this chat, like they're awesome. We know most of you guys. It's just every once in a while somebody makes a comment that's just so dumb. Yeah. Chris, how are Etsy's new Etsy fees, especially going for 3.5 to 5%, affecting your profit margins with Printful? Not using Printful for our stuff. A friend of mine is printing for us, and even then, when we were using it, really wasn't affecting me. Yeah, you lose a little bit of money. I understand that, but it's so minimal. It's not like that 1.5% was taking like $2 out of your pocket or anything.
You just say what production partner are you using?
No, my production partner is a friend of mine that's printing for us. Okay. So, but I've used Printify, I've used Printful, and this is something I was talking about in the group today. Honestly, like based on what I've seen, like we've probably sent 500 shirts through Printify. Like the Printful quality is better. As much as they pissed me off because they really fucked up my business for a couple of months because they wouldn't tell us that they were having a slowdown or whatever. Overall, Printful is better. Like they just did better quality shirt. Customer service is better. You have much easier time getting a hold of somebody. I think that the Q4 is probably going to be some growing pains because there's a lot of people on that platform and they're going to be a little bit slower than everybody expects. But just in terms of quality overall, it's better than Printify. Printify was decent for us. It was kind of a nice stopgap while we waited for our friend to get ready to be able to print for us. But I think most people would benefit from using Printful if they're starting out with Etsy. It's just easier.
Yeah. Okay. It says right here, if you get a shirt that becomes an Amazon choice, if you increase the price, will it affect the Amazon choice badge?
No. The Amazon choice badge is based on a lot of factors. The biggest one is going to be conversion. Sonny, if you think Printful customer service sucks, you should really try some other PODs. That's the thing. Like, it's like the God, what's the saying? I'm gonna fuck this up, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, they're all turds. Like, this Printful happens to be the least, the least pile of shit.
Okay. Here's we usually are kind of staying away from Etsy questions, but we'll answer like the basic ones. So, can we use the first several keywords in the Etsy rank for Etsy listing keywords?
Yeah, I mean,
keywords. Yeah,
those are important. Like so the thing with the Etsy rank keywords, generally the biggest ones in Etsy rank are probably going to be the most generic because they're in the most different listings. That's kind of why they're ranking for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's really important to niche down on Etsy and make sure that you're very specific with your keywords.
That, yeah, at the very beginning, right? Kind of just ranks it better too as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Philippe makes a good point. Like, other POD customer service is close to non-existent. That's the truth. Having dealt with several of them, like, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, another thing too, because you can tell they're outsourcing it for sure.
Yeah,
they're outsourcing it overseas. So they're, I know Printify, they of course they outsource it because you can tell they're just breaking off a commission by providing. They're bringing more business.
They're a marketplace.
Yeah, providing more like business to print providers. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
They get a commission. They're affiliate.
Brenda wants to know. Let me see. I think I might be jumping ahead, but whatever. Do you use sales often to bring traffic to your shop? Just wondering with Etsy sales search.
I've been doing it. I've been running sales. Except for Cyber Monday when I messed up. I probably messed up like on 20, 30 sales because of Cyber Monday.
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't typically run sales. I've been doing it since we got into this whole Cyber Week thing, and I've kind of continued it just because our shop's been popping, so I don't want to mess anything up. Yeah. But like, we didn't run a sale for the longest time until we got like closer to certain events or whatever, and then we'd run a sale. Because the thing is, when you run a sale, yes, you show up under the filter for on sale or whatever. But if you run a sale all the time, what ends up happening is your customers get used to it, the people that have favorited your shop. Yeah. If you don't do that and you just turn it on occasionally, they'll get a notification in their email like, hey, this item that you favorited is now on sale. So like, it can help with conversions.
Yeah, well, basically what I'm doing, I just run a sale for pretty much like every holiday. Mm-hmm. That's all I've been doing. But Matt, actually, he mentioned that to me. So,
yeah.
I'm not even sure where you at. I think you skipped ahead a little.
Oh, the Amazon Choice question. So Amazon Choice is based on conversion rate. Like, it's one of the biggest things. Conversion rate, like on page metrics, like how much interaction it's getting with. So like, pricing isn't going to directly affect it. Like, if you raise the price, you're not suddenly going to lose the badge. But if your shirt doesn't convert as well, if you don't sell as many copies after you raise the price, you'll lose the badge. It'll go to somebody else that's converting better than you are. So you have to balance it out and test it.
Yeah.
I have raised the price on a couple of different shirts and haven't lost it because they continue to sell. So that's not saying don't raise it. Just, you have to not be afraid to lose it.
Yeah. You're welcome, Chris. Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate it.
Conrad says he uses Tscape, and by far better than all the other ones he's used. I've never even heard of Tscape, so that might be one worth checking out.
What was it? Tscape?
Tscape, yeah. Best resource to learn Etsy best practices.
You think there's that course, right?
Yeah, that's 100% what I would say. I'd say Jay and Dion have a course called the Etsy Crash Course. That's the best thing I've ever done. Like, it's worth every penny. Yeah.
Dion, she crushes it. I don't know why. Me and her are hanging out at the merch conference in Seattle, and I didn't ask her about no type of numbers until literally yesterday. I was like, how many sales are you doing a day? And she told me she was doing like 53 on average with her main store.
She crushes so hard, dude. She's so smart too. Like, anytime I have a question about Shopify or Etsy, like, I hit her up and she like dumps all this information on me, and I have to like try and sit here and figure it out, and like, it's always right. Like, she's freaking so smart.
Yeah.
Yazid wants to know, have we started Shopify WooCommerce yet? No, Shopify is 2019 though. It's top of my list Q1. I won't be doing WooCommerce. I'm maybe doing Shopify. I think that WooCommerce is maybe easier to set up just because I understand WordPress, but Shopify, the tools and the apps and everything else make it a lot more powerful.
Let's see.
All right.
I'm getting all kinds of messages from Etsy.
Info plan. I hate that Etsy takes down listings though that take time and money to put back up. You mean like the renewals? Because all you have to do is renew it for it to go back up. It's just part of their system. It is what it is. Yeah, it's not like Amazon where it's like Amazon's a bitch to re-upload. RJ, do you have one big Etsy store, or do you recommend a bunch of different stores targeting micro niches?
I have a general store, and I kind of just look at my stats. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm just going with the flow, whatever people are searching for, and I see that my shirt's making, like, if people are searching for that shirt, like it's been making, like, if I see people searching for that shirt, it makes a sale, like literally like within 2 or 3 days, and then I'm just like, all right, cool. Here's 4 more different variations of that shirt. I'll make sales off of that, and I'm just going off of that, just building off of that. And like if they're searching for like a fish shirt or something like that, I'll literally like flood like that niche with like 4 or 5 different variations. You really that's the thing too with Etsy. It's not like flooding, so I should kind of take that back. You put up like 4 or 5 different designs, and your chances of making a sell with that one design, if it's good, it will sell. Like it's pretty high. It will sell.
Yeah, but so let's back that up because that's not true. Like RJ is forgetting that like RJ struggled with Etsy for a real long time this year until he started fixing some things in his shop and fixing some things in his listings. Like the thing is like it's not just the quality of the design, right? Like you have to have a good listing. You have to have your tags, your titles, your keywords all done right. Your description has to be done right. Your images in your listing have to be on point. Like the rest of your shop, your about section, all that stuff has to be on point. Like I know a lot of people are going to hear us talking about Etsy like it's good, and it is good. I'm not going to like tell you that it's not, and they're going to think, oh yeah, that's where I should go next. I should go to Etsy. Like it is a lot of work to be able to get a shop to the point where it's making consistent sales, and it's a lot more work to get it to where it's making really good money. Like you got to work your ass off because there's a lot of little things that go into identifying your customers, identifying what sells on Etsy and how it works. So while you might be able to like figure out like 1 or 2 designs and have them sell like by putting up variations or whatever, your designs are really good. Like I've seen your stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I keep seeing you pop up in my goddamn niches.
No, that's another thing though too, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even upload on Etsy. Like I never. The last time I uploaded on Etsy was probably about a year and a half ago, or probably like a year ago. No, a year ago exactly. Probably like a year and a month. So I don't upload to Etsy at all. I'm more of like the customer service person. Like I know how to talk to people and stuff and make them feel good and make them order more shirts basically. So for the most part, my VA, he has the keywords down and all that stuff down. He's doing really well. And we're scaling, and my reviews are going up there, and I'm ranking really well, like on the first page for certain shirt designs, and going from there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out where you're at.
I'm at.
You passed me up.
Yeah. So hold on. This is what I gotta pop the chat out. Hold on 1 second.
Can you have can you just have one POD income, for example, Amazon, and still make money?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we know a couple people that just do Amazon and do really, really well. There's no hard and fast rules, guys. Like everybody wants to look for a formula on how to do things or how to, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of ways to be successful. You just need to test things and figure out what works for you. Like we know somebody that like his merch business is doing okay for most people. He probably makes $500-600 a month without really working at it. And he has a 6-figure Etsy store that he started up last year. Like he's not the standard. It's not normal, but he crushes because he worked really, really hard on it.
Yeah, and his merch is not. He has like over 3,000 designs that he has to upload, but he don't want people to copy his stuff. That's another thing too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all this.
People are asking about Dion's course. RJ will put a link down below. or you can look in the Facebook group. Dion posted something for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. If you just look for Dion Baker, you'll see a link to it.
Yeah, I'll update the link down below.
Okay. Amazon merch lowers royalties again like last year. Will it ruin merch, or how much lower will it to be considered ruined? Do you think they lower royalties next year?
I don't know. Because they accept returns, so they might do it again. That's another thing too. Like, we don't have to worry about the returns when it comes to Amazon, so they might do. That's like, you know what I mean? They might do it again. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think it's going to ruin it, but I mean, I think that the future of it, honestly, is there's going to be a lot of products, and your royalties are going to be less. And it's just it's a balance of things. Like, you're still not having to do customer service. You're not doing fulfillment. You're not having to buy product. You know, it's a balance.
Josh, I guess y'all already talked about the Cyber Monday throttle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did a little bit. We did we did already.
When are you coming out with your dance course? You and Ruben Lopez.
Yeah, right. No dance course. Unless they start playing Selena, Mariah Carey, you know, that's all that.
Oh yeah. Ray makes a good point too. Like, if you're going to do Etsy, you actually have to have money. You have to have cash flow, like, because you have to buy the product first, then send it to the customer. And I mean, Etsy has 1 day payouts, but still, like, over the weekend, there's like 3 or 4 days gaps between them when the money's coming in, and you have to be able to cover all that money.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty fun though. Like, this kind of just to see like all the cash flow and like your payouts, stuff like that. That's another thing too. Like, you guys think about it too with Etsy. It's like, you can leverage that so much. What the payouts, like, they do, like, it's a weekly payouts kind of, right? Or you can even do
daily payouts, but I mean, you got to be careful, man. Like, you got to make sure you're paying off your credit cards, because otherwise you can rack up a bill real quick.
Helps me earn Sky Miles. Conrad,
I haven't, Conrad, but I haven't looked that closely. I don't know. I don't remember when the exact change was in 2018. It wasn't like January 1 they changed around all the ASINs.
That's what I didn't see if they even changed Did they change your ASINs? Did you see it on your shirt?
I haven't even looked, honestly, man. I can just tell by the shirts that aren't selling anymore that we're consistently selling.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people that they put a lot of they spent a lot of money on Amazon advertising, and that happened to them, and they lost a lot of money because of that, and their sales like dropped.
Dude, I've got the one shirt I'm thinking about. I've spent a couple grand in advertising on over the last year and a half. You know what I mean? It hasn't sold since. I'm not mad about it though, man. Yeah. Like, whatever. Like, I woke up to it on Cyber Monday and I was like, all right, well, that's awesome. Like, good timing, guys. But over it. Like, it's time. Like, it's over. You can't do anything about it. Being mad about it ain't going to change anything. Like, focus on the things you can control.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I guess anybody's hopping on, let's go ahead and get some questions in. We have about 5 more minutes left, and then we're gonna call it a night.
Got work to do. Got money to make.
Got laundry to do. I think like I said, if you guys are like, that's another thing too. Like, we're kind of already knew. Like, they do it every. Seems like they do it at almost every holiday. Something happens with merch by Amazon. Mm-hmm. So kind of keep that in mind. Try to learn something else too. Like, don't let merch by Amazon get you, like, hold you back. That's why we started doing other platforms. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of like a competition with yourself. Like, if you grew like your merch business, a merch by Amazon business, like, how come you can't grow this other business? And how come you can't grow another one? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You use the automation software to upload your designs.
No, I don't. I know some people use Merch Wizard. They really like it. I don't, but
because you're not really doing the merch by Amazon. You said, when's the last time you uploaded again?
October. I haven't done anything other than adjust prices on my Merch by Amazon business like once a day for the last month, which is, I mean, it's a testament to merch, honestly, man. Like, I'm going to make $3,000 this month by doing almost nothing.
Have you adjust all their prices up?
Yeah, I've been raising prices. That's something people need to think about too, right? Like, you're only going to have so many days in December that they can actually ship and get the stuff out for like Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to try and make as much money as possible right now.
Yeah, like literally, like within the next couple of days, all my prices are going up for sure. How is the KDP blank journals compared to Etsy since KDP is more developed platform? I have a VA that's uploading the journals, but I haven't checked in the last couple of days. But I've been averaging like 4 to 6 journals a day. It's nothing. Of course, you need more than sales than that to actually bring in like a full-time income or whatever you want to call that.
See what my create space. I haven't even moved my stuff over to freaking. Like this is something that I don't think we talk about enough. Honestly, like you have to have like focus. You have to be able to figure out like what is working for you and what's not. And just in times like this where like every second matters, like just double down and focus on that stuff.
Would you recommend KDP with merch?
I don't do KDP like everybody else. So I think it's an easy. So here's my philosophy. I think that KDP blank journals are very easy to do, and they weren't something that a lot of people knew about up until this year. And now there's a lot of people doing them, and they're very easy to do. So it's going to be hard to make a lot of money at it. That's my philosophy. That's why I haven't touched them.
Yeah.
So I'm doing something completely and totally different on that. I've sold 97 units in November on CreateSpace for $130.
I don't even know what I'm not even gonna check.
I literally check like every like 2 weeks or something just to see, because again, this is something that like I upload and I never touch anymore. It just brings in money.
Yeah, but honestly, like pay attention. Like I'm gonna say this: there's money to be made on KDP for sure. I probably have about 80 or 90 up. So if you kind of just do the math, like the sales ratio, like there's money to be made for sure. You just got to figure out what, like you want to find something on there that has less competition. It's harder for people to do. That's all I'm going to say, and figure that out.
Yep. Agreed. Ron, hit me up. Not tonight. I got too much to do, but hit me up tomorrow. I'll show you exactly how to do it. It involves changing around your listing. God, we got this like friggin' bromance going on in the chat right now between Anas and Young. Anas might be the only person that makes Young happy. Young's
Don't
like
be jealous, RJ.
Young's angry all the time.
They're all. How about Young and Eric though? Young and Eric, they're going at it in the chat too now.
Info Planet, Spreadshirt, Redbubble. Check out those two.
Just call me tomorrow. Dang.
Let's
see what's going on here.
Young's hater number 1.
Bro,
like,
man.
The biggest hater on Amazon.
No, he was just disappointed last Monday. He's probably disappointed the last 3 months. I understand. He takes his aggression out on me. No, but it's honestly, it feels like it. With merch by Amazon, it's taking like triple, or even before it's double the work. Now it seems like it's even more. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this much too. I'm gonna tell you this much. I hate uploading.
It's the worst.
I told him, I was like, do my
worst.
I told you the other day when as soon as you got back, I was like, all right, cool, now do my uploads. Like, uploading is so boring, man. I'd rather do research. I think research is pretty fun. I like doing research because like
there might be something cool coming up for uploading that I found out today. I'll tell you about it afterwards. I haven't even had a chance to talk to you about it, so could be nice. Eric, literally, I don't think any of us knows what the big news is, and that's all I got, man.
Adam,
I haven't tried to talk to Chris since he made that post, but no idea.
I am at Edgar. What tier are you at, Matt? You know,
8K tier with 3,500 live.
I'm at 14K tier at 9,700 live.
Yeah, 1,300 of those are on split between the UK and Germany too that never sell. So really, it's like 2,400 shirts on Amazon that are bringing in money for us right now.
Yeah, we definitely need bulk uploads. That's
you think nice. So?
Well,
I actually don't. So here's the thing, right? Like, and this is going to be controversial, but I don't really care. I think that the quality of the program is already kind of stretched a little bit thin, right?
Yeah.
And you start including bulk uploads because there's basically no upload cost. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can upload. I can upload 500 shirts a day, right? If I have bulk uploads, I'm just going to throw everything up there. It doesn't matter about quality, and I think it's going to make the platform worse. Like, I think bulk uploads are actually a bad idea. I think people need to focus more on putting together really good quality shirts. The average person like that. So we know people that have a team of VAs that can probably put out really good stuff in bulk, and I can understand why they might want that. The average merch person is not that.
Okay, I agree with you. I think, but I don't know. It's gonna
bulk price changing would be amazing, though. I will agree with you there, Info Planet. Like, that's really annoying. But bulk uploads, I think, are a bad idea overall.
Well, I'll pay for it. How about VA signing into your account?
Amazon says no. I don't know. I think everybody needs to balance out their own risk, man. Like, what's your account worth to you? Like, some people are not able to grow their account without a VA, like helping with that stuff, and I understand it. But you have to evaluate your risk. Amazon said it's a no-go, so it might cost you your account.
Yeah. All right. I think we answered everything. We kind of went over the Cyber Monday. Black Friday and the weekend was good. Cyber Monday was good. The little mistake in the morning, the BSR came back later on in the day, but really nothing to complain about. Just keep on learning and growing and going from there. Any final
thoughts?
Final thoughts, final word, or whatever.
Get the fuck off Facebook. Put in some work. That's my advice for everybody here. Like, just stop doing what you're doing. Like, shut off your phone. Get off Facebook. Shut off Messenger. Like, sit down and just spend 4 to 6 hours a day putting in work. Like, and you'll be amazed what you can do and how much money it's going to put in your pocket. Because at the end of the day, why are we doing this? Like, make money.
The winners are going to keep winning, and the losers are going to keep losing.
Oh, I got one other tip too. We didn't learn what we learned from Facebook. Like, I met RJ on Facebook. Actually, I met RJ on Instagram. We talked on Facebook. We talked on Facebook. Yeah, we met on Grindr. But I didn't learn the things that I've learned about this business from Facebook. Like, I learned by making relationships and talking with people and sharing ideas.
Yeah.
So I think that if your first response is to go ask a question in Facebook, anytime you run into a problem, you're going to have a hard time being successful. Like, start figuring things out for yourself. Put in the work.
Yeah. You guys also, too, if you guys want to go back to Matt's interview when I interviewed him, probably about a year, maybe 4 months ago, and it talks about how he killed it with the clip. So if you guys want to go back there, a lot of these people that are putting out this new content, we went over this like over and over and over and over and over and over, and everybody's watching it like it's something new. It's like that my AMS video that I put out the other day. Like, I put that out like a year ago, and I just redid it. I made it better.
Is it too late to upload Christmas designs?
No, you can still do it.
I sold like 8 brand new designs. I lied. I actually uploaded like 8 shirts after I had a shirt that was doing well, but that was literally the only thing I've uploaded all month, and they all sold Cyber Monday.
Yeah,
but they're all tied to a particular design. They all go with it.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna end it right there, guys. If you guys haven't given this video a thumbs up, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and share it.
And if you haven't subscribed to RJ's channel, you need to subscribe. And if you haven't hit the bell, you need to hit the bell. Come on, guys. Help us out.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy.
All right, guys. Everyone have a good night. Thank you.